It's so good. It's such a good experience the way it works out.
Well,
to just be with these people and know that they're real people.
One down,
and they've got the same ideals as you.
You know, having done one, I know I won't be missing them. You know, I just won't. I'll be at them no matter where they are.
While you're here, Brian, I wanted to get your take on HiveFest for a couple of minutes.
Because
I think HiveFest was a massive success this year, and it was really good to be back with the people after 3 years of hiatus with COVID. So yeah, you were there.
Well,
you
for
seemed
me,
to be having a good time.
Yeah, for me, it was my first time in person because I kind of joined Hive just prior to, 6 months prior to the Thailand Steam Fest. And I do remember watching.
So that's 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember watching some of the Steam Fest presentations on streaming and kind of half wishing I'd gone. But I couldn't quite, I wasn't really big or didn't know what I was doing. But this time I had to go, as I've said many times, because I'm funded by the DHF. So I used those funds to pay for my tickets and stuff. And I sponsored a gold ticket or whatever, which I didn't realize at the time was going to get my name on all the on the roll up at the outside, which is nice. So I was a sponsor, but it's just meeting everybody. And along the way, you always have little tiffs with people on, upvotes and downvotes and stuff. All of that melts away when you can have
in person.
Yeah, and I mean, there are some people that are a bit weird and have some strange ideas without naming anybody, but
which ones?
Oh, no, we're not going to do that. And
we haven't got enough time.
No, but I don't have to agree with everyone, or I don't even want to agree with everyone, and I certainly don't want everyone agreeing with me. But just to be able to have both technical and non-technical discussions, and that's the other thing is HiveFest is such a bizarre mix because you've got this, if it's an autistic spectrum, you've got the full autists at one end, the devs, of which I'm somewhere on that range. But then you've got all the way out to people taking fantastic photos and doing music and all the other kind of arty stuff that goes on Hive. And they sit through the dev meetings, the dev presentations, and we sit through the sort of artistic, and it works. It actually bloody works. And it makes it not a horrible experience. It's really good. It's very important. It's a pity it was expensive this year. And that's, look, traveling has become horrific. I used to travel a lot. And just the prospect of going to the airport in Israel is just filled me with dread. And it was pretty dreadful. And leaving Holland, that experience I think you had the same thing the next day, didn't you, Matt? Leaving Holland through Schiphol was just,
it was an interesting, the queue was humongous. It's probably the longest queue I've ever seen in my life.
I think I walked four times around the airport building. Literally.
Oh, was it 4 times? Oh, no, we did about a quarter by the time it came to our flight the next day. I think we got it easier than you.
What happened was I walked up to the place where the electronic gates were, and then they sent us all the way to the other end of the building, and then back around, and then back, and then upstairs, and then twice back. It was crazy. But
I mean, for me, first of all, it was really good to meet you in person. You and Apps,
APS Hamilton, yay!
Yeah, I've followed you guys online for years, and it's just really good to see that. And obviously we've worked together a lot and stuff. So that type of thing's really amazing to put a face to the name and actually get a feel for the person, and shake their hand and whatever. And then also one of the things that was really good for me was we met some new devs, and the thing is that the vetting process that you have to go through to get devs involved is quite rigorous if you're just meeting people off online.
Oh, yeah.
But when you go to somewhere like HiveFest, you already know they know Hive. You already know they know blockchain. You already know that they're committed to the ideals of what this all is. You already know they've got experience. You already know they're all working on open source. And then it's like, do we just agree on what we're both working on, So we've actually managed to meet some good devs from that. Seeing the core team, getting to talk to block trades and talk to Howo and hear these guys' ideas right in front of you, it's just great experience. And then of course you've got the party side. I know you managed to control yourself there, Brian. You were very well behaved. But we ended up in the red light district a few times with a few of the guys, and I won't say what happened, but it was good fun.
I know. No, I was a bit boring for that, but I was drinking till reasonably late on a couple of nights, so I did all right.
Yeah,
I pulled my weight.
Yeah,
but
you did. Yeah.
You know, I'm an old man.
That was good. Yeah. Old man getting it. Well, you I swear to God, you lose a few years when you arrive at HiveFest. That's obligatory.
I agree. It was. There's nothing like, you can't do this stuff over the wires. You cannot do it.
No.
And the VR thing was, interesting. But and also I presented, you presented. It's standing on a proper stage, getting feedback, seeing people ask questions. Just doesn't work any other way. Doesn't work.
Sure. On top of that, I don't go even further to say, I do some cool stuff in my life. I'm very happy with the things I've done in my life. But every year, HiveFest is a must-do for me. It's just the top highlight of almost everything that I do, and it works out. So just be with these people and know that they're real people.
One down,
and they've got the same ideals as you.
Having done one, I know I won't be missing them. I just won't. I'll be at them no matter where they are. If I'm breathing, I'll be there. And I really hope Dan will be at the next one, because we really missed you.
Well, I'm hoping.
Emphasis on breathing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping we can do it at his bloody house. That's what I'm hoping. We're going to be in Dan's backyard, and it's going to be right on his doorstep. It's like, well, you missed the last HiveFest, yeah.
We'll come to you.
Well, now we come into your house.
And I tell you what, there's a level.
My casa, tu casa,
there's a level of energy in South America and Central America for Hive and for crypto in general. And I tell you,
the point.
This is the thing. The established world, the legacy world, is rejecting crypto because they've got credit cards, they've got debit cards. You can pay for your Apple iPhones at the Apple store with a swipe of your credit card. Everybody's got them. It's easy. The rest of the world, it's not like that. And that's where they want and need crypto. And that's where it's going to blossom. It's not going to blossom in the places where we've got all these banking systems. Now, all these sheep don't realize how controlled they are. And when they try and move more than $10,000 about, how absolutely shitty the system becomes. But it's, that's why I think Central South America, Africa, these are the places, that it's really gonna explode at some point.
Mm-hmm.